Welcome to the ultimate countdown of Tencent's finest Donghua, some of the most breathtaking world-class animation anywhere on Earth. These top 20 gems combine stunning visuals, gripping storytelling, and unforgettable characters that have redefined Chinese animation on a global scale. Tencent isn't just creating shows, they're revolutionizing the industry by pushing creative boundaries and harnessing cutting-edge technology. Now sit back, hit play, and let's dive into the very best Donghua Tencent has to offer. We're starting strong with Dragon Prince Yuan, a fantasy Donghua that pulls you in from the first episode. If you're into epic cultivation, ancient secrets, and intense battles, this one's for you. The animation is top tier, with stunning fight choreography and a world that feels alive and massive. The story follows Zhou Yuan, a fallen prince on a path of redemption and power, weaving together personal growth and political drama. It's a perfect mix of Xuanhuan vibes, emotional depth, and jaw-dropping visuals. Definitely a must-watch for fans of immersive Chinese fantasy. Law of the Devil throws you into a dark fantasy world where Du Wei, once dismissed as powerless and mute, begins awakening dangerous magic and forbidden knowledge. Reincarnated with memories from another life, he navigates a cruel society ruled by strength and secrets. The story blends political scheming, demonic power, and a sharp anti-hero arc. Visually, it's a bold mix of CGI and dramatic flair, sometimes rough, but always ambitious. If you're into cunning protagonists and morally gray narratives, this Donghua is definitely worth checking out. Next up, Shrouding the Heavens. It starts with mystery and scale, ancient secrets, powerful legacies, and a protagonist on the edge of destiny. The art direction is stunning, especially when it leans into the cosmic and mythic elements. There's a sense of vastness here, like you're only scratching the surface of something much bigger. It doesn't rush, but when the pieces start falling into place, it rewards your attention in a big way. Criminally underrated, more people need to see this masterpiece. Okay, imagine training Qi for 100,000 years and still being stuck at level 1. That's 100,000 years of Qi training. But plot twist, he's not weak, he's just insanely overpowered and hiding it. Our guy Shu Yang finally steps out after millennia, and suddenly, immortals, demons, and entire sects are shook. It's full of crazy fights, ancient secrets, and that sweet satisfaction of watching an protagonist casually destroy everyone. If you love OP characters, slow burn revenge, and a bit of comedy, this one's an underrated gem. Coming in strong on Tencent's top Donghua list, Martial Universe delivers high-stakes cultivation, sharp animation, and a rich fantasy world. Lin Dong's journey from humiliation to hero unfolds with intense battles, ancient secrets, and a storyline that keeps building every season. The visuals improve as the series progresses, and the mix of action, drama, and mythology makes it a standout in the genre. Season 6 is likely slated for late 2025 or early 2026, so you may consider a catch-up. Slay the Gods. Mortal Realm throws you into a sleek, urban fantasy world where gods walk among mortals, and Lin Chie can actually see them. What follows? Explosive battles, hidden powers, and some seriously cinematic animation. The 3D visuals are top tier, the fight scenes hit hard, and the soundtrack, absolute fire. It even won Tencent's Golden Penguin Award. With around 15 episodes out, it's fast-paced, stylish, and totally binge-worthy. If you're into god-slaying action with a modern twist, this one's a must-watch. If you're craving high fantasy with razor-sharp storytelling, Sword of Coming delivers. This Donghua fuses breathtaking animation with deep world-building and a coming-of-age tale that actually hits. Young Li Xian's journey from reckless youth to destined swordsman is packed with emotional weight, clever twists, and stunning fight choreography. It's not just about swordplay. It's about legacy, loss, and choosing your own path. And the best part? Season 2 is officially confirmed for 2025 with even more action, deeper lore, and upgraded visuals. Trust me, now's the perfect time to dive in. Martial Master drops you into a wild ride of cobalt blue auras, ancient swords, and resurrection vibes. The protagonist Qin Chen is reborn centuries later in a royal kid's body, but trust me, This isn't your average reincarnation story. He's a total badass with secret skills that are about to shake up kingdoms. The battle animation keeps leveling up, and the mystery behind his ancient sword and legacy keeps you glued. Fans say it's a glow-up gem. What started a bit stiff now hits hard in both plot and visuals. If you're into smart protagonists, dojo domination, and seeing a hidden dragon awaken, this one's a keeper. A Will Eternal is a wild blend of high-stakes cultivation and hilarious chaos. Bai Xiaochun isn't your typical hero. He's scared of death, ridiculously dramatic, and somehow still insanely powerful. The animation pops with fluid battles and colorful spirit arts, but it's the humor and heart that hook you. This Donghua didn't just entertain, it pulled a ton of new fans into the genre. It's a story about chasing immortality, but what really lasts is how much fun you'll have watching it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and support this channel. Thank you. We continue with Quanji Fashi, who throws you into a world where science is out and magic is in. And Mo Fan, our sharp, no-nonsense hero, awakens rare dual-element powers. The animation's slick, the battles are fierce, and the stakes get higher every season. With 6 seasons, a special, and Season 7 airing now, it's the perfect storm of magic school drama, fast-paced action, and gritty character growth. If you love power-ups with a side of realism, this one's pure fire. One of the early series with cultivation elements that changed the Donghua popularity. Imagine starting at the bottom of a world where strength is everything, and you're born with none. Stellar Transformations flips the script with Qin Yu, a martial cultivator who trades talent for tenacity and unlocks a cosmic legacy. What begins as a personal struggle becomes a galaxy-spanning journey through immortal realms, mysterious artifacts, and battles that literally shatter space. It's old-school Xianxia with sci-fi flavor, fast, ambitious, and pure wish fulfillment. Think Dragon Ball meets Chinese mythology. If you want a wild ride where power has no ceiling, this one delivers, stars and all. In a world drowning in darkness, one boy dares to shine. Throne of Seal follows Long Haochen, a pure-hearted knight whose faith and determination awaken legendary power. It's part holy war, part emotional odyssey, mixing righteous combat, sacred bonds, and divine beasts. With every trial, he inches closer to a destiny tied to humanity's survival. Think Clash of the Titans meets Bleach with a heavy dose of loyalty, love, and luminous armor. It's not just about strength, it's about heart. A fantasy epic where light isn't just power, it's purpose. No magic, no cultivation, just pure skill. The King's Avatar is esports at its finest. Follow Ye Shu, a fallen pro gamer who gets booted from his team, only to start over in an internet cafe with nothing but game sense and a custom character. It's sharp, strategic, and addictively satisfying. Watching a legend rebuild his empire one play at a time. No overpowered cheats, just mind games, mechanics, and a master at work. If you've ever loved competitive gaming, this is your power fantasy, clean, clever, and cool as hell. Betrayal, fate, power. Jade Dynasty takes a simple village boy, Zhang Xiaofan, and hurls him into a world where every sect hides secrets and cultivation comes with a price. It's moody, mystical, and morally complex. No easy heroes here. As he teeters between light and dark, love and vengeance, each choice carves his destiny. And with Season 3 now airing, everything's dialed up. Animation, emotion, and those epic battles that leave spiritual realms shaking. It's cultivation drama at its most intense. If you're not watching now, you're missing the saga at its peak. Born in a sacred land, broken as a child, and rebuilt by destiny, Perfect World is a brutal, beautiful journey through gods, bloodlines, and a world that eats the weak. Shi Hao isn't your average protagonist. He's a prodigy, a survivor, and a walking catastrophe when pushed. This isn't just about power, it's about legacy, revenge, and the cost of being chosen. With jaw-dropping animation and intense emotional arcs, especially in the current seasons, it's pure peak Donghua. Forget plot armor. Here, every legend is forged in fire. We continue our journey through the realms of epic Donghua with Swallowed Star, a sleek fusion of sci-fi and cultivation where Earth is no longer safe, and power is the only path forward. Luo Feng rises from the ruins driven by grit, tragedy, and unstoppable ambition. As monsters evolve, so does he, through martial arts, psychic mastery, and alien tech. It's stylish, intense, and builds from street fights to interstellar warfare. In Swallowed Star, survival is just the first level. Transcendence is the real game. We've reached number 2 on the list, Renegade Immortal, a story that doesn't just climb realms, it crushes your soul in the process. Wang Lin starts as a humble, overlooked boy, but tragedy makes him ruthless. This isn't your usual hero. This is a man shaped by loss, carving his path through karma, blood, and destiny. It's dark, philosophical, and brutally honest about the price of power. The cultivation, deep, the emotions, devastating. In Renegade Immortal, immortality isn't glory, it's survival with scars. Once a prodigy, Zhao Yan loses everything. His powers, his pride, and even his fiancée. But from rock bottom, he forges a fiery path of revenge and rebirth. Battle through the heavens is pure cultivation heat, fierce rivalries, ancient clans, spirit mentors, and battles that explode with elemental fury. As Xiao Yan masters alchemy and martial might, every step is a slap to those who doubted him. It's not just a comeback, it's a declaration. In battle through the heavens, the weak are forgotten, but legends burn eternal. We've reached one of the most hauntingly beautiful stories in Donghua, Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. Wei Wuxian, once a hero, falls from grace after mastering a forbidden path. Betrayed, feared, and killed, he returns years later, not for vengeance, but for truth. This series weaves mystery, tragedy, and slow-burning connection into a masterpiece of emotion and elegance. Gorgeous animation, layered characters, and a bond that transcends death. It's chilling, tender, and unforgettable. In a world ruled by rules and reputation, sometimes the real strength lies in breaking both. We've reached the final entry in the list, Soul Land Season 1, the series that, for many, was the gateway into the world of Donghua. Tang San, a genius of hidden weapons, is reborn into a world ruled by spirit rings and clan legacy. But this isn't just about leveling up, it's about bonds, sacrifice, and fighting for those you love. From the rise of the Shrek 7 Devils to its iconic power systems, it's a series that helped define a genre. In Soul Land, strength isn't just power, it's loyalty, pain, and purpose. And for many fans, it was the spark that lit the Donghua flame. From gods and ghosts to galaxies and grudges, these 20 Donghua prove why Tencent dominates the scene. Whether you're new or a longtime fan, this list isn't just entertainment, it's essential. Now tell me, which one's your number 1?